Hi, this is Kay Herbert, and I am happy this morning to be able to share with you my generosity story. I believe that God is extremely generous with us. He's not just generous, He's abundantly generous. And I want to be more like my Heavenly Father, so I aspire to be more of a generous person. Got a long way to go, but I try to um, make myself more mindful of the fact that everything I have is from God. And even just the breath I just took in order to say that to you is from God. So God is generous, and His people also get to participate in being generous. When I was a teenager, I had my first job as a waitress in high school. And somehow, even though I wasn't in a church that taught tithing, somehow I had the idea that you should tithe. Once you get a paycheck, you have to tithe. You should tithe. So I started giving, and I'm very thankful to have kind of gotten that idea early in life because it's just been in place as a habit, as a discipline. And I haven't had to, decide month after month and year after year whether to give, how much to give. It's just in place. And one thing it does for me is it gives me a reminder every month that God comes first. Everything I have is His. God comes first. And it reminds me to trust Him. I mean, there are plenty of times when it would have been nice to have a little bit more to work with in terms of cash flow. But I have seen over and over again when money gets tight that the Lord provides, and sometimes in very unexpected ways. And so I love being able to have giving as a settled discipline in life just because of it teaches me. It teaches me to trust the Lord more. And I have a couple of friends that I help support who've worked with Christian mission organizations for many years. Both of them are in very difficult parts of the world where people have just extraordinarily difficult lives and very little opportunity to hear any kind of message of hope, of God's love for them. And every month when I write my checks for them, even though I may pray for them on a daily basis, it gives me a reminder to settle down and focus and really pray. And then I just thank the Lord. I'm like, wow, I mean, I get to participate in what God is doing in these far-flung ends of the world. So that is something I really appreciate. And there are a couple of ladies in the Bible who challenge and inspire me in the area of giving. One of them is that little widow that Jesus pointed to when she was putting her 2 little coins in the temple offering. And, all the rich people were coming along, tossing in their extra money. And Jesus said that she had put in all that she had to live on, that she had given more than any of them. And, some of her friends might have said, well, honey, just give 10%. You don't need to give it all. You do have to eat. But somehow this little lady in ancient times had such a relationship with God that she was able to trust God and show her love to God by giving all that she had, even though it was just a teeny weeny little bit. And golly, I would like to trust God like that. And the other person who inspires me, challenges me, is Mary, who poured out that vial of perfume on Jesus' feet. And people criticized her. What a big waste of money. But he commended her. And I heard a preacher one time say, in reference to that story about that woman, he said, can anybody accuse you of being over extravagant in what you give to the Lord? I've never forgotten that, and I'm challenged by it all the time. I want to be a better giver because I want to just keep showing the Lord that I love Him. I want to believe in Him. I want to express my trust. And also, it's just a joy to give and then be part of something bigger than yourself. Thanks. Bye.